It's an honor for us to have Ricky Creech with us this morning. He's the new CEO of the Buckhorn Children and Family Center. And I need to warn you, Ricky's a Baptist, so just get ready.
I think I scared the 8:30 service. Well, I bring you greetings this morning from Buckhorn Children and Family Services as the new kid on the block. I just started May 5th and am still reeling from some of the culture shock of living in eastern Kentucky. My last stint for several years has been in Washington, D.C., and so there's a little difference between living in D.C. and living in Pine Ridge, Kentucky. But it's a good reason. It's a good difference, and I'm absolutely enjoying myself and along with my family. The number one question that I have been asked since January when I started dealing with the search committee and everybody, and now when I go through town and meeting the people there, it's like, even the telephone person, I have to tell you this, I have to tell you this. I call from D.C. because I need to get telephone service in Pine Ridge, Kentucky. And I actually speak to a real person rather than automated stuff. And, well, I'm shocked by that. And so I tell her who I am, and I tell her where I'm going, and the house I'm going to be living in is on the campus at Desi Scott, and I need to get, phone service and internet, and I need it all to be unlimited. She says, we don't do unlimited. You buy buckets of long-distance minutes. And I said, well, what's the largest bucket you got? And she told me. And then she says, wait a minute, now where are you moving from? I said, D.C. This is classic. She said, why do you want to come to Pine Ridge, Kentucky? Do you know there's nothing to do here except sit on the porch? I thought, I'm going to like this place. Well, I had fun in D.C., but one of the things as a minister that I discovered in working with congregations and working with community stakeholders and faith-based nonprofits is that a lot of what you see on the TV is actually reality. D.C. is a city of talk, not action. It's a city of process, procedure, policy, and people are somewhere lost in the shuffle. And so as a former missionary in Alabama to the Black Belt region, I found myself, my very inner spirit, being starved for more people contact, where I could actually see and feel that I was making a difference other than in the hallways of some government building in D.C. And a window opened in eastern Kentucky, and I began to squeeze through it and walked into the beautiful world of Buckhorn Children and Family Services. And every day I go on campus and I look into the very eyes of the children that I'm fighting for, because these are the kids that have no voice. They're being sent to us by the state because nobody else will take them. We're kind of the last stop before institutionalization. And so they come to us, just like this little girl, 13 years old, that we just got within the last couple of weeks. She grew up in a home of a single parent, and her mother was a substance abuse person. And she so loved her substance, when she got to the point that she didn't have the money to pay for her habit, she felt that it was okay to traffic her 8-year-old girl to her uncle, so the uncle could use her and abuse her and feed her habit, the mom's habit. And so he did for 2 years. And then at 10, he had enough of her and tossed her over to the side like a little dirty rag doll. But the mother still had a habit. And so she went to the drug dealers and said, you can have my daughter. And so for 2 more years, this intense abuse and trauma seeped into this very girl's core. Finally, the state intervened and took her away from the mother and gave us a call and said, we can't find any place. Will you take her? And we said yes. We don't believe in throwaway children. Send her to us. And what we found among her and with all the other 200 kids that we're working with is they're in need. They're in need of a safe place. They're in need of a healthy environment. They're in need of treatment and therapy, because without this, there is no future. You see, the only future she saw at 13 in May was to tie a belt around her neck and try to hang herself in her home. And it was only at that point that authorities intervened. And so we bring her into our arms with loving staff, and we say, we care. The world is not all bad. There's a lot of good in the world. And we want to introduce you to that. That's what we're about 24/7. And that's just one case. But there's also another side. 2 years ago, this young man came to us handcuffed in the back of a police car because he was into crime, he had bad behavior, and there was no other place for him. But they didn't want to put him in jail. And we took him in. And he lived with us for 2 years. We became his parents for 2 years. And let me tell you, right now, we just found out 2 weeks ago that he is going to be playing on a basketball team for one of the state's colleges. That's something you had a part in, because throughout your history, you've been an advocate for us. You've been a supporter for us. And so I want to say thank you. 2 weeks ago, we had 10 of your members here. You know them: Ruth, Stan, Ray, Larry, Shirley, George, Fred, Sue, Kristen, and Randy. When's the last time your name's been on our list? Would you commit to be on our list in the days ahead? Money's great, and believe me, we need your money, but we also need you to walk on the campus and look and meet and hug the children that we're fighting for. We have a message. We have a health plan. We offer a future, and you are a vital role in that. And so from me to you, I say thank you. I look forward to seeing you on our campus and becoming one of our ambassadors, standing up for kids in this community and in the communities across Kentucky. God bless you.
Ricky is one of the tables set up down for Worship Plus 2, and you can learn more about how to get involved. This time of the year, we always do a special children's ministry offering. There are envelopes in the pews for this Sunday and next Sunday. And this offering goes to Buckhorn and also to Spiritus, which was the former Bellwood home in Louisville. So please keep that in mind with this ministry.